Stick around for the full video, guys. We've got some channel updates in the second half of the video. We're going to be changing the name of the channel, and I'll be giving you guys an update of why it is we're switching back to what the channel's original platform was. Granted, it didn't last long. Also, something else, too, we're talking about this thing out of Illinois where the AR-15 ban was overturned. And also, we got some good news out of New Jersey as well. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Well, gang, I've got some good news and I've got some just good old-fashioned news. So make sure you guys stick around for the full video. Now, this is how we're going to do this. We're going to talk about the appellate court in Illinois basically putting in I think it was upheld a restraining order on the AR-15 ban, which is good news because that means that law did not go into effect. I may have said that a little bit wrong. But there's also going to be some updates for this channel because we're going to be changing the name back to Short Timer Prepping, and we're going to drop the military essays bit. I thought I could pull that off, but here I am humbling myself in front of you guys to say, hey, look, you know, we need to try a different avenue if I'm going to be doing that. So let's go ahead and talk about this. So we got some good news here. You see, I've told you guys on several occasions that if you keep putting in, if you keep fighting back, if you keep putting in the lawsuits, eventually good things will happen. And apparently in this case, good things did, of course, occur, and an AR-15 ban was overturned. There's also another, and by the way, I'll leave a description box, but you guys can see the headline. You guys will see a bit of the article here in a second as it's going to be scrolling by. Some good news out of New Jersey. Now, guys, I want to go ahead and just go ahead and lay this out right now. I am still of the mindset that you probably won't ever see anything like door-to-door confiscation. The reason why is because after a few fatal funnel incidents, if you guys kind of know what I'm saying, after a while, law enforcement's just not going to want to go through with it, and law enforcement probably wouldn't want to go through with it anyways. Now, to my knowledge, this particular AR-15 ban that the governor of Illinois was looking for, I want to say he did this right here by executive order. We were led to believe it was legislation, but it actually ended up being executive order. Anytime you sign an executive order, it typically goes to the state Supreme Court or it goes to the federal Supreme Court, and it's normally shot down right away. For example, Biden's mandate. I do that right there because you can't actually say the word here on YouTube or else the video will get doxxed. I knew that really was not going to go into effect because, yeah, you can't just physically stick something in somebody's body because the way it is, there's no actual way to go to actually mandate that. You'd have to legislate it, and I knew that was completely impossible. Now, the thing you have to understand is that they do this stuff right here to try to throw red meat to their base. I know somebody's going to say, oh my God, I thought this was a 2A channel. It is a 2A channel. Or it's eventually going, or it's going back to being a 2A channel. But the thing is this right here. Most governors, they do this crap right here just to send red meat to their base. That's really why they do this. They want to give the appearance that they look like they're doing anything. Now, the state of Illinois, if you live in Illinois, I want to go ahead and say this right now. If you are a conservative who is living in Illinois, and if you are in the ability, if you have the ability to get out of Illinois and you love guns and you love the Second Amendment, you might want to consider, I don't know, maybe slipping up to a state that has better overall gun laws, better overall, not just gun laws, but better overall economy, better overall tax laws, and you might want to go there so that way you know that your vote just may matter. Try a red state or a purple state or a state that, quite frankly, is becoming less red. Try that. However, if you are a liberal and you voted for this nonsense that you're dealing with and you feel like pure crap, do us all a favor and stay right where the hell you are at because I don't want you bringing that nonsense to my state. I want to go ahead and let you know right now, you voted for this crap, so guess what? You can waller around and live in this crap. Now, the thing is this right here. They're going to continue to try to pass laws that, quite frankly, are going to try to restrict our Second Amendment access. Now, if you live in a state that has red flag laws, I just want you to understand right now that here's what they're going to do. They're going to try to get you at your workplace. They'll try to detain you there, or they'll try to get you while you're out in public with your family, so where you're in a position where you can't really and truly fight back. The reason why they do that is so that way they know that you'll just give it up because you'll be under duress. Even though, I mean, if you know how to get out of it, then by all means get out of it. Call an attorney right away. They do this because they understand that you may have limited means, or they're banking on the fact that you have limited means to be able to take care of yourself in the courtroom. So what happens is that you eventually either A, don't go to court, or B, you can't go to court because you can't pay the cost of the court, and you can't pay an attorney to go in there and argue and get you your firearm back. By the way, if you're somebody who wants to utilize red flag laws to, I don't know, lock up your neighbor or whatnot, you're a complete POS. I just want you to go ahead and know that right now. You got to keep things clean because we're on YouTube and YouTube now has a new language rule. I know it's something like the first 30 seconds, but still, though, I've been trying to get myself used to not using bad language. Fact of the matter is this right here. This right here is a win for the Second Amendment. This is a win for you guys at home. Obviously, you guys keep up the good fight, keep fighting, keep putting these lawsuits in. Also, something else too, if you're a conservative and you live in one of these areas, and I understand that you don't tell New Yorkers to leave New York, I understand that, but I'm telling you guys, if you love God, or you love guns, you're a conservative or whatnot, and you live in one of these blue places, and if you can leave, if you can move, I understand not everybody can, I would get out of there and move somewhere like, say, I don't like Pennsylvania or Wisconsin or Michigan or maybe even, I don't know, Georgia, or even North Carolina, go somewhere, or Virginia, and go somewhere where your vote actually counts and actually matters. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get to the updates. Okay, guys, for a short period in time there, I wanted to try to transition this channel into military movie essays. I thought about that and I was like, you know what, it's just not a good idea. Now, the two essays that were actually three, because I did one on the Second Amendment a while back, the three essays that I did, they were kind of done a little bit hastily than I thought they were. And I got to thinking about this and I was like, you know what, you've not been as active on this channel. This right here being Gear Issue 33. And the biggest reason why is because you keep going in different directions. So this is what's going to happen. Gear Issue 33 is going to become a backup channel to Short Timer Prepping. This channel right here is officially going to be called Short Timer Prepping. Okay, the reason why we're doing this is because this channel was originally supposed to be a prepping-based channel. It was supposed to be a channel that talked about prepping for the incoming political situation, where we would do projects like, okay, what would the Civil War in America look like, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. By the way, I'm probably going to move stuff like that there to John Claymore, because that channel is becoming more of a video essay type channel, and more of the videos where I'm kind of like this here in front of the phone or in front of a camera, those type of texts are going to Rumble. I'll still do calling out the SJWs, especially in sports and Hollywood. That stuff right there, of course, will be on John Claymore as well. But the more raw takes will definitely be on Rumble. Now, what's going to happen here is that we're going to start back to prepping you guys for the political situation to come, which, by the way, is also going to include government overreach, the Second Amendment, and what exactly is going on in our military. Military movie essays and stuff and history, that stuff right there will be moved to Gear Issue 33, and this channel right here will become Short Timer Prepping. Now, one last thing. The playlist, and I've got to do the exact same thing on John Claymore. A lot of videos are going to be moved to sort of an archived old section. You're going to see there's also going to be a brand new banner and a brand new emblem. You guys are seeing it here. You're going to see a lot of stuff. Like, you're going to notice a quick change, like in the actual playlist itself. You're not going to see as many videos in 3 separate loops. The reason why is because I need to actually splice and separate the content. As far as content itself is concerned, the goal is to try to get anywhere between 3 to 5 videos out on each channel. Now, I know what you're saying. How the hell are you going to handle 2 other channels? Because I'm going to have a backup channel. There's a great way of handling that. You see, when you do video essays on like movies and stuff, you want to take your time. I did not do that with the previous 3. You want to make slightly, maybe like 4 videos total a month. It gives you roughly a week to do that. And of course, I've got a lot more time on my hands because right now nobody's hiring. So therefore, right now, I guess you could say I'm a full-time YouTuber. Now, guys, with that right there being said, I just want you guys to know about the incoming changes. It's just simply just changing it back to Short Timer. Don't worry. I'll still leave the link to John Claymore. That channel right there is not getting a name change or anything like that there, but you are going to get a bit of a, it's not a content change. Let's just say that the direction I was wanting to go into obviously is not going to work out, because the only thing it's going to do is just confuse the hell out of you guys who watch this channel. And once again, I apologize if it already has. Guys, Gear Issue 33, soon to be Short Timer Prepping, the John Claymore. If you like the content, please hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, sign up in the comment section. I want to get you guys' thoughts on this situation, and I will see you guys later.